guys? Very loud, very loud. Okay, chill. Anyway, welcome back to my channel. If you're vegan, that is me. If you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Mooring. If you're not new, welcome back. You know what time it is. So today we're feeling very bright, very colorful, very pink, very glowy, very, you know, it's spring. Go kiss a butterfly, hug a tree, kiss a flower, you know, whatever flower is pink. So that is what we're doing today. So if you want to see how this turned out, keep watching and let's get to it. Okay guys, so I went ahead and did my brows off camera just because, you know, the struggle. Then I'm taking my Milani Prime Shield face primer. It's mattifying and a pore minimizer as well, because I have lots of pores. So I'm taking that, I'm going to put that all over my face. Now that we're done with the primer, I'm going to take the NYX Studio Photogenic Concealer in the shade number 8. This guy, I'm going to put that all over my lid. Now I've been hearing people saying that they don't set their concealer, so maybe what do you guys think we should do? One side set, the other side not set, or should you just roll with it? Now that we're done with the base, I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics Smokey Eyes palette. Since we're doing something very pinky, very florally, you know, want to like look like Mother Nature, kind of, not really, but you know what I mean. So first I'm going to start off with this light pink color right here. I don't know if you can see this light pink color. They don't have names, so we're just going to play around with pinks and different shades of pinks. So I'm going to just tap that in. And I'm going to pack it on. I'm not going to blend it yet so it doesn't get patchy. So then I'm taking this darker pink shade so I can have the smooth transition. I'm putting that like right here in, is this a crease? I'm putting that in my crease. Okay, here we go. Now I like this palette because it is pigmented, but then sometimes there is fallout. Just like a little bit of fallout. So taking that in and then just going back and forth, patting and then circular motions just like that. Then we're going to go with a deeper color. It's like almost like a plum purple. This color right here. So we're going to take that and like put that in the crease as well. What do y'all think? Do you like how that color came out? It's very bright, you know. Pink is not usually my color, but I think it's you know, it's a nice pop of color for spring. What do y'all think? Okay, I'm gonna do my other eye real quick and I'll be right back. Shiny. Okay, now that we're back, this is what it's looking like so far. I'm gonna do a half cut crease just because I want to add like a little bit of color. What do y'all think? Am I popping? Am I popping though? Am I looking like a flower, like Mother Nature has just kissed me today? What do y'all think? On my crease, I'm using my ColourPop concealer in the shade Deep Golden 60 and this flat like angled brush. I'm gonna do a half cut crease and I'm gonna have to look away. I'm here for you guys. I'm here, okay? So I'm just gonna start from up here.
There we go.
You know, this one of those weird things like when you have to turn down your volume to see like where you're going. That's what I'm kind of trying to do. It's like, you know, you have to not talk to cut your crease properly. So I'm gonna let that dry and try not to like move my eyes too much so there's no like creasing or anything in my concealer, because I'll be really annoyed if after what I went through what I went through and then, you know, there's something that I didn't put there for a reason. Okay, this is what we have so far. A tip for when you're cutting your crease, I find like if you're using concealer or anything, you want to make sure you don't have too much product on, because like if you have too much on, when you're trying to like move things around, it's going to become a big like splotchy mess. You're going to have too much products everywhere. So it's fine for you to go back into your part or whatever base you're using. Yeah, it's fine to go back in whatever base you're using. Just be patient and take really like baby steps. Like take your time to find out where your like lid is, like where is it, and then carve it out. Always just really take baby steps. You know what I'm saying? Baby steps. Now that we're done with that, I'm going to come back and do a bit more like blending towards the end. For my lid color, I am taking the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow Party of 5. It's like this nice like pearlized, like translucent, like pinky purpley you know, kind of color. So I'm gonna put that all over my lid. I'm gonna start using my fingers first, just because I feel like it applies better when you use your fingers with this particular color. So I'm just gonna press that in. What's it called, this brush? But it's really small and round and dainty, so I'm just patting that in. See how it has like this nice like translucent-y pinky kind of color? That's the look we're going for. Now that we're done with that, so it's looking like so far. So because I want it to be a bit more colorful, I'm gonna take my Masquerade palette by Julia. Y'all know these colors are so pigmented, and the people always have issues with them when it comes to shipping. But I mean, just because the payoff is so amazing for the colors, I forgive them. Because I ordered like 3 palettes, and me personally, I didn't really have an issue with them when it comes to shipping. But so that's I'm just gonna put that towards the outer corner, like right here. Oh, okay, like a Pepto-Bismol pink with like shimmer. Ooh, this is so pretty. Oh my goodness. So the difference, this is a bit more there's a bit more color. Like, this is pretty just because we're extra. So let's like add a bit more warmth like right here. I'm gonna take this like that dark plum from my BH Cosmetics palette. This dark why am I bending my hands like that? Okay, can we see? There we go, guys. Okay. Taking this, gonna put that in like the edge of my crease. Okay, now that we're done with the eyes, for foundation I'm gonna mix 2 different foundations, the Fenty and my Becca. This is a bit more full cover, this is a bit more watery and like skin like ish, but this is a bit smidge too red for me. I know, it's just I have really neutral undertones. Okay, so this is smidge too red, so I'm gonna pump it on my hand and then I'm gonna mix it together and then warm it up. There we go, darling. There we go. We're gonna be snatched, darling. We're gonna be snatched. What it looks like now. So I'm gonna mix it up to warm with my hands to kind of warm it up a little bit. Now, it may still look a little bit red. Just that's Fenty. Like the red is not even. We're not even playing. You see? We're not really trying to play with those undertones. So I'm taking my Real Techniques brush. This is my favorite brush of all time. I don't care what anybody says, this is my favorite brush. Ooh, Jesus, take the wheel. So I'm just gonna buff it into my skin. I'm pressing. There we go, darlings. There we go. We're looking very matte. Because y'all know your girl skin does not play when it comes to oil. Okay. So we're pressing. We're done with that. For concealers, I'm gonna take my ColourPop No Filter concealer. The deep golden is too light, and the deep 70 is more skin tone or skin like. So I'm gonna like put a little bit of each on under my eyes, just to get that really like awake, you know. We're awake. We're gonna climb a mountain. Climb every mountain. Ooh, I cannot sing, but you know what I'm saying. It's a little bit to tone it down. It's because we don't want to be looking like hella bright, like shine bright like a diamond, shine bright like a diamond. Ah, ooh, I sound like a dying cat. Ooh, Jesus, take the wheel. Okay, so now let that dry for a little bit. I'm taking my beauty blender. I'm gonna buff everything in. Okay, now to set my concealer, I'm taking my Sasha. I'm just gonna press it into my skin. This is a sponge. It's a sponge. Okay, so for my under eyes, like now that we're done setting, yeah, now that we're done with that, for my under eyes, I wanted to still kind of have that dark, like purpley, like pinky, you know, kind of color. I'm going back into that palette. I used the BH Smokey Eye palette, and just mix that burgundy shade and that pink shade together. Tap. Oops, what do you guys think? Are we looking springy? Are we looking, you know, very florally, like a flower? What flower is pink? I don't know flowers, guys. So I'm just gonna do like a little line, like a little bit of baby wing. Okay, now that we're done with the liner, to contour, I'm taking my LA Girl Pro Face HD powder in Cocoa and my Wet n Wild. It's a contour brush. Let me tell you, these Wet n Wild brushes are so slept on. They're super affordable and they are really soft. And of course, they are cruelty free. Okay then. So for blush, I'm taking this e.l.f. palette, and it's the blush palette in the palette dark. I'm gonna take this color here. It's really pretty. It's like a raspberry-ish color. I'm gonna pat that onto my cheeks. So a tip that you can also do before you put your lashes on is you can always brush out your lashes so there's no clumps or anything like that. Ooh, what do you think, guys? Is it a look or not? Ooh, this is super pretty. Okay, now that we're done with that, I never use mascara for my bottom lashes because it never shows up on me for some reason. So now that we're done with that, and for my highlight, I'm taking my little fan brush and my BH Cosmetics Curly Battle palette. Y'all know I love this palette. It looks like it's been through some things because I use it all the time. So I'm taking this shade. See, I've hit the pan. I'm taking that. I'm gonna use that as my highlight. So tap tap. Excellent. We're not done with the highlight just yet. I'm gonna use my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, and I'm gonna set the rest of my face. You gotta breathe. Breathe in. Okay, so for my lips, I'm gonna use the NYX eye pencil in dark brown. Let me tell you, I love this pencil. Even this for the eyes, I use it for my lips because I like it. So now that we're done with lining the lips, I put the liner on my entire lip because I like how it feels as a base. Because it's not like it's not too drying and it's not like too, and it helps the color you put on top of it be a little bit more like subtle. I'm taking this Milani lipstick and I don't know, number 76. It's like a, that, I'm gonna steam it up. See, it gives you like that nice nude-ish look. See, okay, now that we're done, I'm gonna put a little bit of lip gloss just so we're kind of popping. My lip gloss is popping. My lip gloss is cool. The rest of the song, I don't know. So I'm gonna take that, put a little bit of gloss on my lips. Just a little bit. You know, I'm a matte kind of girl. I'm gonna put some gloss just because it's spring. We're supposed to glow and shine, and glisten. Get lit and high. So this is a gloss I got from my like beauty supply store. I forgot the name. It's by, what's it? It's by Kiss or Nick NK. I forgot. I don't know. I'm gonna press the lips together. So now that we're done with the lips, you know I already set my face. I'm gonna take my Artist Couture in this shade Conceited. And it tap that. And take my highlighting brush on BH Cosmetics, taking a little bit because y'all know this is really pigmented. We're glowing, guys. We're glowing. Okay, this is what we have as the final product. What do you guys think? Are we glowing? Are we bright? Are we popping? Is the lip gloss popping yet? Are you feeling the lip gloss though? So anyways, I will see you next time. That is it for today. Bye.